Peter Obi saying, I'm only going to do one term. That means Peter Obi is the real man. That means he's sure of himself. He said, I only need 4 years to make things happen. And truth be told, you don't need donkey years. You don't need 8 years to make impact. So I can see now that the North, they are accepting Peter Obi more because they see their ally that agreed to do one term so they can come back and do their own 8 years. And I can tell you, Peter Obi won't disappoint because he's honest. And you can see the way he's moving in the North now. He's making APC so shake. And El-Rufai is taking Peter Obi to some places in the North now that the North are gradually accepting the guy. So 2027, don't let them deceive you that Peter Obi will not get any vote from the North. Their vote from the North, they are already moving to Peter Obi. While they are working in South-South, Southeast, and Southwest, but they keep forgetting that Peter Obi still controls Southeast, South-South, and he can still chop Lagos. That is how deep it is. So 2027 is not sure for APC. Don't be scared. Don't stop thinking, oh, they don't win or they will win. No. Peter Obi is fully informed, and with El-Rufai taking him round, he don't that one does scatter calculation for APC. That's why you see they are talking about. So it's not about who is decamping now. All those governor decamping, I can assure you, with Governor Monday in Edo, Peter Obi will still win Edo with 73% margin. 2027, 100% free, fair, credible election. This APC is not settled. It's not looking coastal clear for APC right now. So now brain then they use. Peter Obi is coming up. He's moving to the North now. You can see the acceptance thanks to El-Rufai. Now, thank God, no one party state. People are ready.
I'm not sure who you're going to be supporting during the elections in 2027.
Well, we don't know who's running yet, do we?
Because I know that you had this, I don't know if it's a relationship or you had supported Peter Obi.
Yes.
And now he's in the coalition. People say that Atiku perhaps will be president. Would you like to see him become vice president? Does he still have your support?
Let's go back to dream count.
Oh my word.
But I think what I will say about your question, and I don't, part of the reason I don't like to speak speculatively about things I'm not sure of, so we don't know who's a candidate. But I will say that my support for Peter Obi, right, is something that I do not hesitate to proclaim or talk about, because I can tell you what it is rooted in. It's rooted, my support for Peter Obi is rooted in my love for this country. It's rooted in my belief that with the right leader, we can be better than we are. We can create a country where people feel included, a country that is not corrupt and does not tolerate corruption. Again, if you have the leader who's setting the tone, it makes all the difference. And I think that he's also a person who, he doesn't need to be president. He wants to be because he cares about Nigeria. But he doesn't need to be, and that is a very important distinction. There are people who are desperate to become president, not because they have any good intentions for the country, but because of their own personal egos. And I think that distinction is so important because you choose the right leader and you realize it's not about him. For Peter Obi, it's never been about him. You know, even as a person, his personality, I think, is very telling. He's one of the simplest men I have ever known, and I've known him for many years. And he is genuine and consistent. You know, the person I knew 15 years ago is still the same person in terms of his values. And he's very curious. He wants to learn. And I think that's such a good quality to have in a leader. And also, I mean, there's a wonderful humility. We lack that in this country. There's a sense, I think, in Peter Obi that he's accountable to the people. He doesn't think that somehow he will lord it over people. Peter Obi is not a person who expects you to thank him for doing his job as a leader, because to him it's his job. And so these are the reasons that I support him, and that I will continue to support him in whatever way I can. But I don't want to talk in specifics about how will I feel if he's not the presidential candidate. I don't want to think about that yet, because we don't know. We don't know what will happen.
You know what they say about the silence of the lamb? The silence of the lamb victimizes it. If it would wail, perhaps they would have spared the lamb. When are you people going to wail? If there will be more wailers, we will stop having solos, and then we'll have a chorus. What has silenced you? Is it religion? Oh, they told you should pray. Oh yeah, you should also fast. But have you asked your pastors? If fasting and praying is what has built the church, if the Lagos state government will build good schools, will the Igbo man in Lagos break it down? And how has it prevented Sanwo-Olu from building? How has anybody stopped anybody from building? I speak to Lagos because this is where I live. The reality is that if we will focus on the things that affect all of us, we will see very clearly that our issues are the same, regardless of our ethnicities. Do not become accomplice to evil by being silent. Your silence renders you an accomplice. It is in your wailing that the system does not normalize evil. Evil is normalized in your silence, by your silence. Some of you would explain the evil based on one ethno-religious sentiment or the other. It renders you complicit. If it is evil, regardless of who is doing it or to whom it is done. Subjectivizing the truth silences you. And that is why you legitimize your own silence by labeling those who speak as wailing wailers. When will you start wailing? When we are wailing by your graveside? Is that when you will wail?
No.
Absolutely, that's what you see there. So this was in Kano, in Kano Municipal. It's one of the most strategic local governments in Kano State. It's where you have the main Kano. It's inside within the Kano city, the Kano capital, and all of that. And it's quite big. And so there was an Obidient movement inauguration, that took place there. I'm also going to show that video to you. It said this is an Obidient update. As the Obidient movement continues to cascade down to the grassroots, the Kano State chapter has successfully inaugurated ward coordinators in the municipal local government area, one of the most strategic and influential local government areas in Kano State. The occasion was marked in grand style with the official unveiling of the Peter Obi Prosperity Cap. You understand? Symbolizing the journey from consumption to production and a collective stand against hunger, disdain, and the misappropriation of public funds. Leaders from Jigawa and Katsina states joined their Kano counterparts in solidarity, pledging to take the new initiative back home and amplify the message across, their states. The Prosperity Cap is a symbol of all Nigerians, a call to action for good governance, accountability, and a better future under Peter Obi's leadership. Peter Obi is coming, a new Nigeria is possible, that particular statement. In a bit, I'm going to show you this other video where they were actually doing the swearing in. Take a look at this.
I do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will discharge my duties honestly, faithfully, and in accordance with the law, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official decisions, that I will always act in the best interest of the people I serve, and that I will not engage in corruption, favoritism, or abuse of power in the discharge of my duties. So help me God.
Okay, that is it. For those of you, especially I see a lot of Nigerians in diaspora who are always worried, the North, I can tell you there's a huge shift when it comes to Mr. Peter Obi in the North. There is a huge evolution that is taking place. It's unbelievable. Just like what happened in 2022 in the southern part of the country, is what is really happening in the northwestern, most especially northwestern part of the country and the northeastern part of the country. North Central was already there in the 2023 election as far back as 2022, but North East and North West, they are really catching up, and it's really amazing the growth, the acceptance, and all of that, that is going on. So here is the Peter Obi prosperity cap, as they call it. It's the prosperity cap, as they put it there. And so it's really quite, how do I put it, important, or seeing all of this growth going on. And so let's continue to amplify wherever you are. We don't have the luxury of just saying, oh no, we wait. No, let's go all ahead, talk to people, be that person, be there, and just ensure that you're getting more people in. It's just, I don't even know how to put it, you understand? Guys, you understand? It's possible, it's doable. Don't be afraid. The only thing holding you back is your fear. And that's what they thrive on. That's what they want to see. When you're afraid, they think they have gotten it. It's a lie. They are very much afraid of the people. There's an awakening that is going on in the northern part of Nigeria and the southern part of Nigeria and the whole of Nigeria. We have a population of youth that are now interested in politics and invested, and they are ready to say, okay, what's going on? So please don't allow yourself to be defeated by anyone. Don't self-defeat yourself. Go out there. We can get this thing done. We did it before. This time we will do it again, and when we do it, nobody is going to rig anything. And let me tell you something. There's something that I see people say, if we give him the, can he? Every one of us, we will protect our vote. We will stand. Our votes must be counted. I keep telling this story. 2019, I was the only one who voted for my candidate in my polling unit. That vote was counted. I stayed till 2-3 a.m. Between that 2:30 or 3 a.m., I was there until they finished. And the next day by 10, I was at the collation center. I made sure that my one vote was counted. It was entered inside. I followed my one vote. That's how every one of us must do. We must ensure that the vote we vote was given to the person. How you say you vote, the thing never reached the person. You say you vote. I gave him vote. Did you give him vote? You gave INEC vote. You will put it there. You giving him will be you protecting that vote all the way and ensuring it's counted. And that's what we're going to do. And in different areas, we will do that. We will stand. No, enough of that nonsense what they say they do before. We died there. Anybody will rig, we will treat them like a terrorist. Anybody will say one rig election are terrorists. And that person must be treated as a terrorist. And that's on period. So let's stand. This one we are sitting there. These people are not going to change anything. If you like, pray from that till thy kingdom come in, they talk, and God will not do for us what he has given us the capacity for us to do for ourselves. And these people, they don't care. They will continue to do it. And if we allow them to hand over to their children, Ave